Salut, c'est Mathieu Ludovox, on est à la GenCon, on est dans le hall de jeux et surtout dans le hall dédié à Wizards of the Coast et Hasbro, et je suis aujourd'hui avec JamesD'Alosio, donc hi James!
Hey, how's it going?
It's fine. My voice is fading away slowly, but I'm fine other than that. How are you?
I'm very well. It's a very fun day.
So today we are with you because you are one of the co-designers of Magic the Gathering Arena of the Planeswalkers, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So can you tell us what is the game about?
Certainly. So Arena of the Planeswalkers is a tactical miniatures board game for 2 to 5 players. It's really having fun with the idea of taking Magic into the third dimension. So we've got your Planeswalkers are going to be summoning creatures onto the battlefield. We've got a bunch of battlefields in the rulebook that you can play with, and it's really all about like having fun and in a casual and kind of we're rolling dice and making sure that you're having fun playing spells and outsmarting your opponents.
So as far as I can see, we have cards. For example, here we have blue cards, like Jace's cards, so the blue Planeswalkers. So it kind of adds to the flavor of, well, the Magic universe, because these look like standard Magic cards. What do they do?
So one of the big aspects of making this Magic game feel really fun and really authentic to Magic is using a lot of existing mechanics taking from the card game. So for example, in blue there is the card Jace's Erasure, which of course will mill 2 from target opponent's library. And then later in blue in your deck you have a card that allows you to play sorceries from a library that you may have milled a card from in its graveyard. So we're really trying to find fun touch points for the Magic players in our Arena of the Planeswalkers game. So the cards, you can play up to 3 spells on your turn, and there's sorceries, enchantments in the game, which totally add to the surprise factor of your turn.
And I guess that the factions are very symmetrical, like white should have the enchantments, and for example green could ramp and have big monsters.
Oh yes. Yeah, exactly. So white is all about typical kind of white play. You've got fun. You're increasing your toughness. You're very enchantment focused. You're buffing your allies. One of the white squads called the Rocks Veterans. They have a bonus when they're grouped together, when they're adjacent to each other on the battlefield. So really thinking about white in 3 dimensions is fun, because you think they would want to stick together and they're stronger as a team.
And what about the winning conditions of the game?
So the winning condition depends on the battlefield that you're playing, but in the team game and in the head-to-head game, it's just destroy your opponent's Planeswalker.
Simply, like in Magic, actually, like in the card game.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Do you have any element, any deck building element in the game, or is it just a regular, like if you play Jace, you have your blue deck and you stick with it?
The game is completely self-contained, so what you see is what you get. You have there's 12 spells in each color, and exactly. So Jace is playing with the 2 blue squads, and he's playing with his blue cards right now.
Okay, do you have, is it possible that you might have any plans for expansions, like new Planeswalkers or new cards, if it's possible to say?
Yes, we've announced that there will be expansions for this game. We're very excited to say that, and they're going to be coming out in January and early next year in the winter. So look forward to that. Stay tuned. There's going to be more information about that soon.
Okay, thanks. And what about the being the designer of this game? How did it feel?
Oh, it's an absolute blast. I mean, I've been playing Magic ever since I was a teenager, and obviously every game designer I think is aware of Magic and is aware of what Magic does in terms of flavoring cards and bringing storytelling to the experience and making sure most of all that players have a balanced experience and are having fun, and that there's a sense of momentum and all sorts of you just need to top that best card and you'll have the answer for the game. So in development we wanted to make sure that this was as close to those pillars of Magic design as possible.
And was balance difficult to achieve, or was it like an easy task?
Play test. We put a lot of time into it. We're really happy with how it came out. And the players have been pretty optimistic about how it's playing, so we're excited to hear that feedback. But yeah, absolutely, it's hard work, but it's really satisfying to play.
Okay. Well, what is your favorite Planeswalker or Planeswalker style at the moment?
Oh man, there's 5. It's tough. It's tough to think about a favorite. But if I had to choose a favorite, or if there was only one Planeswalker left, who would I want that Planeswalker to be? I like Liliana. I think Liliana Vess is fun.
You
I like all of them. I like all of them.
You look like the type of liking black. I also have black and blue magic.
Oh yes. Well, the fun thing about Black in Arena, just like in Arena of Planeswalkers, the board game, just like in Magic, Black has that whole like, is a figure really dead if it's in the graveyard?
Well, James, thank you very much for the time, for the overview, and for answering our questions. Prior to ending this interview, do you know any words in French?
Oui.
That's perfect. Thank you very much, James. Bye bye, à bientôt sur Ludovox.